before you buy your next plant from a nursery, pause for a moment, because not every beautiful plant belongs inside your home or garden. Some of the most attractive nursery plants can hide serious problems. Toxic sap that burns sensitive skin, berries that can harm pets and children, sharp thorns that are easy to overlook, and leaves that look harmless but contain compounds you should never ignore. In this smart gardening video, we are not here to create fear. We are here to help you buy plants with knowledge, not just with excitement. Because many dangerous plants are still sold openly in nurseries, often without a clear warning label, and often without anyone explaining where they should or should not be grown. By the end of this video, you will know which 9 plants deserve extra caution, what makes them risky, and how smart gardeners protect their families, pets, and outdoor spaces without giving up the beauty of nature. So watch carefully until the end, because plant number 9 is one that many people bring home without realizing how dangerous it can be. And for more research-based, practical, and interesting gardening videos, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Smart Gardening. Number 1 plant is Oleander. Oleander is the kind of plant that can easily fool a beginner gardener. From a distance, it looks soft, elegant, and almost harmless. Long, narrow leaves, clusters of pink, white, or red flowers, and a shape that fits beautifully along fences, driveways, and warm backyard borders. In many parts of the southern United States, you may see it used as a landscape shrub because it tolerates heat, drought, and poor soil better than many ornamental plants. But this is exactly why Oleander deserves serious attention before anyone buys it from a nursery. Every part of the plant contains toxic compounds known as cardiac glycosides. The leaves, flowers, stems, and even dried clippings can be dangerous if swallowed by people or animals. For homes with curious children, dogs, cats, or grazing animals nearby, this plant is not just decorative. It becomes a responsibility. From a horticulture point of view, Oleander is tough. It prefers full sun, well-drained soil, and only moderate watering once established. It can survive hot, dry conditions where many flowering shrubs struggle. But pruning should be done carefully, with gloves, and cutting should never be left where pets or children can reach them. Oleander is not a plant to panic about, but it is a plant to respect. Beauty in the garden should never come without awareness. And the next plant looks even more innocent at first glance. Number 2 plant is Dieffenbachia. Also called dumb cane, Dieffenbachia is one of those houseplants that looks made for a bright American living room. Its broad, tropical leaves carry soft patterns of cream, green, and yellow, and on a nursery shelf, it often feels like the perfect low-effort indoor plant. But this is where a smart gardener has to slow down. The risk with Dieffenbachia is not hidden in thorns or sharp edges. It is hidden in the plant tissue itself. Dieffenbachia contains insoluble calcium oxalates, and the ASPCA lists it as toxic to both dogs and cats, with possible signs like mouth irritation, drooling, vomiting, and difficulty swallowing if chewed. NC State Extension describes it as a popular ornamental foliage plant, native to Central and South America, grown mainly for its large variegated leaves. That combination, beauty, popularity, and toxicity, is exactly why this plant deserves caution before you bring it home. From a growing perspective, Dieffenbachia likes bright indirect light, warm indoor temperatures, and a well-draining potting mix that stays lightly moist but never soggy. It can tolerate lower light, but its leaf color may become less striking over time. The safest place for it is not a coffee table, floor corner, or pet-accessible shelf. It belongs higher up, away from children, cats, and dogs, and it should be handled with gloves when pruning or repotting. Dieffenbachia is not a plant to fear. It is a plant to understand. And the next plant proves that sometimes the most dangerous part of a nursery plant is the flower everyone admires first. Number 3 plant is Sego palm. Sego palm is dangerous because it does not look dangerous. It stands in a nursery like a small tropical sculpture. Stiff green fronds, a rugged trunk, and that clean symmetrical shape many homeowners love for patios, entryways, and bright indoor corners. But here's the part many buyers miss. Sego palm is not actually a true palm. It is a cycad, an ancient group of plants that has been around for millions of years, and its beauty comes with a serious warning. Every part of this plant should be treated with caution, especially the seeds. For pets, this is one of the nursery plants that deserves the strongest warning because ingestion can affect the digestive system and, in severe cases, the liver. That is why a home with dogs, cats, curious children, or backyard chickens is usually not the right place for it. From a growing point of view, Sego palm is slow, tough, and architectural. Outdoors, it prefers warm climates, bright light to full sun, and very well-drained soil. Indoors, it needs strong light, a pot with drainage, and careful watering, because soggy soil can lead to root problems. But good plant care does not remove the safety issue. Fallen seed, trimmed fronds, or loose plant pieces can become a risk if left accessible. Sego palm can look expensive, exotic, and harmless at first glance, but this is exactly why smart gardening looks beyond appearance. The next plant is loved for its dramatic flowers, yet its hidden danger is just as important to understand. Number 4 plant is Foxglove. Foxglove is a kind of flower that makes people stop in the nursery aisle. Tall spires rise above the leaves, covered with bell-shaped blooms that look delicate, old-fashioned, and almost storybook. In cottage gardens across the United States, it can add height, color, and a soft woodland feeling that few flowers can match. But foxglove is one of those plants where beauty should never be separated from caution. The same plant that looks charming beside a fence or shaded walkway contains cardiac glycosides, compounds that can affect the heart if ingested. The danger is not just in one part of the plant. Leaves, flowers, seeds, and stems should all be treated carefully, especially in homes with children, dogs, cats, or grazing animals nearby. From a gardening perspective, foxglove is interesting because it is often biennial. The first year may bring only a low rosette of leaves. The second year, it sends up those dramatic flower spikes. It prefers cool conditions, partial shade in hotter regions, and moist, well-drained soil rich in organic matter. It does not love drying out during bloom, but also should not sit in soggy soil. If grown responsibly, foxglove belongs toward the back of a border, away from play areas and pet paths. Wear gloves when cutting back spent flower stalks, and do not leave plant debris lying around. Foxglove teaches a simple gardening lesson. Not every beautiful flower is suitable for every home. And the next plant proves that danger can sometimes come from a plant people grow for its angelic appearance. Number 5 plant is angel's trumpet. Angel's trumpet is one of the most dramatic plants a nursery can offer. Its huge hanging flowers look soft, graceful, and almost unreal, like something made for a tropical courtyard or a warm southern patio. But this is exactly why it needs a serious second look before anyone brings it home. The danger is not obvious from the shape of the flower. It is inside the plant itself. Angel's trumpet contains powerful toxic compounds, and the flowers, leaves, and seeds should never be treated casually around children, pets, or curious visitors. What makes this plant especially tricky is how inviting it appears. The flowers are large, fragrant, and beautiful, so people naturally want to get close to them. From a horticulture angle, Brugmansia can be impressive when grown correctly. It likes bright light, warm temperatures, fertile organic soil, and consistent moisture with good drainage. In containers, it may need more attention during hot weather because large leaves lose water quickly. It also benefits from space because mature plants can become much larger than they look in a small nursery pot. If someone chooses to grow it, gloves, careful pruning, and strict placement are not optional details. They are part of responsible plant ownership. Angel's trumpet proves that a plant can be breathtaking and risky at the same time. And the next plant is even more deceptive because many people buy it for its colorful berries without realizing what those berries can do. Number 6 plant is Lantana. Lantana is the kind of plant that sells itself before anyone reads the label. Its flower clusters look cheerful, almost candy-like, with shades of yellow, orange, pink, red, and purple often appearing on the same plant. In warm parts of the United States, it is popular because it handles sun, heat, and dry conditions better than many softer bedding plants. Pollinators often visit it. Homeowners like its color, and nurseries place it right where shoppers can see it. But Lantana has a hidden side that makes it a risky choice for the wrong garden. The small berries can look interesting to children, and pets may investigate fallen plant parts. That is where caution matters. Lantana is considered toxic to dogs, cats, and horses, and it should not be placed where curious pets, toddlers, or grazing animals can easily reach it. From a growing perspective, Lantana is tough and useful when managed carefully. It performs best in full sun, needs well-drained soil, and usually dislikes being kept constantly wet. Once established, it can tolerate dry periods, which is why it appears so often in hot landscapes, curbside beds, and container gardens. But smart placement is everything. Keep it away from play spaces, pet runs, and edible garden areas. Remove fallen berries and wear gloves if your skin reacts easily to foliage. Lantana is not dangerous because it looks scary. It is dangerous because it looks friendly. And the next plant is even more common indoors, where many people never expect a safety problem. Number 7 plant is Philodendron. Philodendron may be one of the most familiar plants in American homes, and that is exactly why it belongs on this list. It does not arrive with a frightening shape or a warning look. It trails gently from bookshelves, climbs moss poles, softens apartment corners, and gives a room that calm tropical feeling people love. But common does not always mean risk-free. The hidden concern with philodendron is inside its leaves and stems. If a pet or child bites into it, the plant can release irritating calcium oxalate crystals that may cause burning discomfort in the mouth, drooling, vomiting, or trouble swallowing. That does not mean every home should panic and throw it away. It means this plant should never be treated like harmless decor. From a care perspective, philodendron is popular for good reason. It adapts well indoors, prefers bright indirect light, and can tolerate lower light rooms better than many houseplants. Its soil should stay lightly moist but never swampy, because overwatering can turn a beautiful plant into a yellowing, root-damaged mess. A climbing variety may need a moss pole, while trailing types look best in hanging baskets or high shelves. The smartest placement is above pet level, away from cribs, play areas, and low tables. Wipe the leaves, check the soil, and handle cuttings with care. Philodendron is not a villain. It is a reminder that the plants closest to us deserve the most attention. And the next plant is so common in holiday displays that many people forget it can be risky too. Number 8 plant is Poinsettia. Poinsettia is one of the most recognized holiday plants in American homes. You see it near front doors, church entrances, office desks, grocery store displays, and Christmas table settings. Bright red bracts, deep green leaves, and that instant seasonal feeling people love. But Poinsettia is also one of the most misunderstood plants on this list. It is not the deadly plant many old stories made out to be. The real concern is more practical. Its milky sap can irritate the mouth, stomach, and sometimes the skin, especially if pets or young children chew the leaves or stems. That makes it less terrifying than the myth, but still not something to place casually on a low coffee table, kitchen bench, or near a curious cat. From a growing point of view, Poinsettia needs bright indirect light, stable indoor warmth, and careful watering. The soil should feel slightly dry on top before watering again, because soggy roots can quickly damage the plant. Cold drafts near doors or windows can also cause leaves to drop, which is why many people struggle to keep it looking fresh after the holidays. If you buy one, place it high, keep fallen leaves cleaned up, and wash your hands after handling broken stems. Poinsettia is not a plant to fear. It is a plant to place wisely. And plant number 9 is the one many gardeners underestimate the most, because it can look elegant, expensive, and completely harmless at the nursery. Number 9 plant is true lily, including Easter lily, Asiatic lily, tiger lily, stargazer lily, and daylily. True lilies may be the most deceptive plants on this entire list because they look clean, elegant, and completely safe. At a nursery, an Easter lily or stargazer lily can feel like the perfect plant for a porch, dining table, church display, or spring garden bed. The flowers are graceful, fragrant, and expensive looking. But for cat owners, this is one plant that deserves extreme caution. The danger is not limited to one hidden part of the plant. Leaves, flowers, pollen, and even the water from a vase can become a serious risk if a cat is exposed. That is what makes true lilies different from many other toxic houseplants. A curious cat does not have to destroy the whole plant to be in danger. Even brushing against pollen and later grooming itself can become a problem. From a gardening point of view, lilies are beautiful bulb plants. Many types prefer bright light, well-drained soil, and consistent moisture during active growth. Outdoors, they can add vertical elegance to sunny borders. Indoors, blooming pots are often sold around holidays and special occasions. But good horticulture does not remove the pet safety concern. If you live with cats, the safest choice is not to bring true lilies home at all. Choose safer flowers instead, like orchids, roses without accessible thorns, or pet-friendlier houseplants. True lilies remind us that the most dangerous nursery plant is not always the strangest one. Sometimes it is the one that looks perfect